What I know is this: storytelling is the fundamental, most important thing you can do for your business. The reason Walt Disney made a couple bucks, and the reason Vince McMahon makes a couple bucks, and the reason we love the notorious B.I.G. and Tupac is because all of those men painted pictures. Storytelling is imperative. When you look at an apple with a bite out of it on an electronic device, you feel something for a reason. When you look at this, something happens in your mind because you've been told a story. And I've always focused on branding and storytelling. And the reason liquor and beer was not attractive to me was Budweiser and Absolut and Johnny Walker were really good at telling their stories. I don't know if you've ever worked in a liquor store. When an elderly lady comes in for her Doors Scotch, you are not selling her Johnny Walker Red. You are not shifting people from their brands. The guy that comes in for Molson Light or Miller Lite is not drinking Coors Light. And so there was nothing I could do. They were doing the storytelling directly to the consumer. I was the middle and meant nothing as a store. And I recognized that very early on. And so wine was interesting to me because in 1991, 92, and still to this day, but boy, oh boy, in 91 and 92, nobody knew anything about wine. You know, people were very intimidated by it, and wine changed every year. You know, Kendall Jackson Chardonnay 2004 tastes different than Kendall Jackson Chardonnay 2005. So there was natural storytelling in it. Somebody came in and wanted you to sell them something different. When you shop for wine, that's what you want to do instead of the reverse. And that's what became attractive to me. And so then I decided, you know, then and there, once that clicked at 16, that I wanted to build the biggest wine store in America. And that's basically what I focused on from that point on. And I launched WineLibrary.com. We were at the time known as Shoppers Discount Liquors. And that's what we looked like. The beer cooler was 50% of the store. And I wanted to convert it. And I registered WineLibrary.com. We rebranded the company to WineLibrary.com. And from 1998 to 2005, in that 7-year window, I grew sales from about $3.5 million to a $50 million a year business. Which was, you know, thanks. I want to buy the Jets. So that was like the national anthem in an 18-inning game. But thank you so much. No, it feels great because it was great not because of that, because of how much of a culture shift it was for my family. You know, you work in a family business. The first year I ran the company, we went from $4 to $10 million in sales. That was cool because that was like what just happened. You know, all of a sudden, your life is different. All of a sudden, my dad was willing to rip out the beer cooler and put all wine back there. Like I was starting to, you know, things that I wanted to do. All of a sudden, you know, it was just different. And we grew very fast. And I spent a lot of money on traditional marketing. In that 7-8 year period, I spent millions of dollars on newspaper, direct mail, commercials on television, billboards, Wine Spectator ads, New York Times full page ads, heavy dosage, old school marketing. The reason I'm so passionate and why I wrote this book and what I want to talk to you guys about is how I lived that. I spent those dollars.